Hello and welcome to Let's Play Minecraft 1.6.4 Monster. And my phone of devising decides to tell me something. So, what have we been doing? Well, after vigorously making loads of machines in a quickened rate, we have now had every single thermal expansion machine that we can craft in the same room. As also, after doing some frivolous activities with ink and loads of aspects, we have now achieved most researches that also have achieved making multiple things and accidentally, making different discoveries. But besides that, what else is new? Well, on the little kick of techno jabble wabble, I have made a room sterile for one thing and one thing only. IC2. Since I want to have a little adieu to lovely Engineer 256, who was starting the IC2 before his unfortunate accident through a portal, a dimensional stabilized portal, might I say. So he should be somewhere off in the nether verses, hopefully. Hopefully he survived. We will be delving deep into the great and powerful IC2, one of the oldest mods in Minecraft, actually, going all the way back to, I believe, even Alpha. So what we will be doing is we will be starting today. Let's go. Yeah, ew isn't... There we go. Okay, IC2. Now, I like IC2 for its amazing... Literally, it was one of the first mods I've ever played, besides Plastic Craft. So, IC2, it has changed so much over the years. So, let us get started. Generator. And we are going to need some iron plates with our forge hammer. Right, let's get started. Oh, god damn it. Generator. Right, Okay, they also, the way it looks. So, we're going to need a hammer. Do we have a hammer? I don't know, but now we have a hammer in the system. So, generator. So we need some... Or we can apparently make iron plates that way. Or we can do the cheap way, which I would prefer to do, because I've already used a lot of iron anyway. So there's 3 there. Now, how do we make this? We need to make a tin plating, which also requires... Not that, tin plating. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Back into here, go back to here, go back to... Well, apparently... do we have a hammer? We should have a hammer. It should be in the system, actually. Hammer, which should be able to make the tin casings we need. Now, I think we're also going to need something else to make a generator. See, this mod has changed so much in all my days of the great, furious Minecraft years that even I don't understand the processes which goes into half of the creations of these mods. So, shall we get started? So we're going to need to make some tin... That's tin. Okay, here we go. Ha! Oh, there we go. We're good. Do we have any plastic stored away in the great system? I don't think we do. So that's actually the reason why I'm starting. We need more plastic, and the best way to get plastic is through IC2. For the instance, because they have a thing called an extractor, which will extract every ounce of beautiful plastic in this bloody resin. But the resin will be really helpful. As well as the fact we're going to be making some more machines, especially since after this lovely IC2 instructional, we will be delving into forestry. But this episode is not for forestry, like I said. Shall we get started? Now, you're going to need plastic and stuff. I also think we're going to need something else. Let's see. Generator. We're going to need a generator. We're going to need iron furnace, which means we need iron plates. So we're going to need some more hammers, which I think I prefer just grabbing the hammer, to be honest with you. And then grabbing the iron plate, and then just making a few. Actually, let's just make a stack of 64 to get okay then, and now we shall have another form of E13. Let's see, go here. We shall have another thing here, and we shall make us an iron furnace. Right. Now we need some of those plastic over here. Okay. Wires, porque, let's see. Very far up here. Wire, okay, here we go. Now generator. Yes, this is a lot of just continue to make things like so. Oh, right there. We now have a battery. Now if we put the battery here along with a generator, and we need the battery. That's right, batteries are different from the batteries they presume here. So there's our first thing that goes into here, which will go right in the corner, which is a generator. Now, what does it do? It's the name, generator. So let's get some alumentum, because that's the magical substance. Every single form of science I do needs to form some form of magic. Go. So this is now making some energy. Now the thing is though, we're going to need to find a way for it to be able to do some things with the energy. So time to make a bat box. Simple thing in the beginning. A bat box. I just put generator again. Bat box. Right, like so. Bat box is right here. So we actually need to make some more batteries, which, to be honest, isn't that hard. It's more tedious than anything else, and especially when you're coming with a system like this, which it's very tedious looking to begin with. So let's just actually use all that hammer up. Actually, we're going to need some more of those hammers anyway, so let's go and make another hammer. Yeah, it's rather tedious, to be honest. So that's the problem. It's more tedious than anything else. I would love for the tediness to go away, but it's going to be quite hard. And I love how all my devices are like, oh, hello, you have a message, and I'm like, oh, but I'm recording. Just stop. You don't know what I'm doing, or do you? Tin. Okay. And we're going to need the wire cutter, and we are going to need the hammer of power. Right, yeah? Right, use all of that up. Oh, we're going to need more tin. Yeah, really, very tedious, very tedious. That's why we're actually starting it up, because we'll be able to do things a little bit more automated, because I prefer automation over anything else. So we have these, we have that. Grab your wire cutters. Let's make a few wires. Unfortunately, though, now we're definitely going to require us to get some more sticky resin, which is the whole point in the system as it is. Where is my little tree tap? Because that's what I need. Not today. Oh, there it is. It's in my inventory. I get blind over the years. I've gone blind, I think, at least multiple times because of half of these mods. Okay. Up we go. Right, there we are. And over here. There we are. Oh my god, this has filled out quite well, actually, I've noticed. How is this doing? Oh, quite well. I want a whole thing of that before we start doing anything else. That's right. So far, so good. So, like so, like so. Let's go and let that resin start to work its way around. Why does it seem dark over in this corner? I don't know. Right. Now it's all waiting. Come on, work with me here, dearie. There we go. And over here, like so. Bam. Now, something I'm going to be striking together, because I think you all would enjoy this, and I will enjoy this, so we all shall enjoy this, is we shall do something... Stop, phone! Stop! We shall be making something to do with D&D soon. Soon. So we should be able to actually have some D&D going on this channel very nicely, and this might be the time to see one of our faces. What? And this should be storing. Yes, it is. It is completely draining it, and as you can see, this is now storing all that energy into here. Now, as you can see, if some armors can be recharged, that's why it's doing that. Now, so this is basically the best system to start out with. Now, there's basic machines that we need to go with, because now we have a form of storing power and everything else like that, but now we need to go to IC2. That's actually, I think, I can't do the @ sign. Sort by priority, but sort by number, please. And then let's actually desync standard. So that means I can go at mod dot IC. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, wait, I think I'm doing it. I'm just gonna put I. There we go. There is everything that's actually part of it. Wow, this is actually IC2, all the IC2 stuff, so we're good. Okay, so what do we need to make? Well, we can actually make an electrical furnace, a macerator, an extractor, and a compressor. Those are the base machines you will need. Oh, I closed out this bloody thing. .I. Oh, come on, thing. Work with me here. .mod. Right, mod. Yeah, this is difficulties. And then O needs to be opened. There we go. So what we want to start with is a macerator, which requires a circuit, which those circuits look scary. So it's time to actually... Whoa, those circuits do look scary. Holy crap. What is this part of? Calcovic core? Screw Calcovic. Holy crap, those are expensive. Give it a second. That circuit's not as expensive. You're also going to need wire cutters and stuff because it's going to get annoying after a while with all this wires. First thing we're making is an extractor. Screw anything else. Holy crap. How much stuff we're going to need for this? Because it's all about sticky resin. Just sticky resin. That's all it's about in the beginning. Holy crap, is this fucking annoying. See, this is why I like, you know, the other mods first. Mainly. Because, you know, this one is just tedious. Of course, it is also one of the best mods to get started up because the fact is in the future, it has a lot of high-end things that will help you through a lot of problems. So make sure you have everything going for that. So go. Make sure that's cooking up, and let's figure out other things we have to do. So actually, we're going to go for a extractor. We know that for a fact, and the extractor is... That's igneous extruder. That's igneous extruder. There it is, extractor. Which will require a basic machine, which actually requires all those iron things. So, iron plating, we now have a basic machine, and it also requires an iron plating for the middle. But we're also going to need some copper to do the thing we need to do. So, grab this. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, actually I think 2 would be fine, right? So, this goes here. No, we're going to need another one. Didn't realize that. Okay, and I don't know which one we should go with in terms of energy supplying, because usually I would just skip straight to that's 120. Okay, we want to go, let's go with 128 per tick. That's maybe why it does less. Screw off! I don't want any. If you have Girl Scout cookies, screw off, die. Uh-oh, I have a little army walking behind them. Oh god, he's in the floor. Right. As you can see, armor's doing well. Die! You cunt. Oh, sorry. That is such a bad foul word to say. I should never say that word. It's a bad word to say. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm not sorry about him. He's dead. Right. So, here we go. Like so. So far, so good. Okay, I don't know where all my iron parts are, so let's grab 2 bits here. Iron. Right, iron here. We now have that, and now we need to make extractors, which require wood. We're going to need at least 40 wood, so just make sure that we have enough wood here. Pick all that wood up, and here we go. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can say extractor. There it is. There it is. Here's everything we need. Bam. And because of the rate at which stuff flows, we're going to have to go with tin in the beginning. A small tin wire shall do. And we'll do this. The beginning of this mod. With an extractor and everything that is needed. Now this will power up. It has an internal buffer. That has an internal buffer. Of course, that is a bunch of batteries. And now the way that everything works. Now as you can see, this is extractor. You can click on the middle for the recipes. For instance, making wool's a different thing. You know, you can actually... the rubbers and everything. You can basically extract things, but it gets down more into the nitty-gritty over time, if you've noticed. But that's what the real reason we're getting this is for the fact that it will extract that. So there is one thing done with Minecraft. There you go. We is good there. Now we need to do more things in terms of what else we're going to be doing. I prefer using, in all honesty, glass fiber cables, which require pulverizers of dust and energized dust, which also requires diamond dust, which requires a grinder or a macerator, I think. Oh god, dying. Okay, but basically this uses a lot of, as you can see, and then also like these can have a lot per tick, but in all honesty, everything else is a bit So we're going to have the Engerium processing. We're going to make this after a while, but right now we're just starting off with a simple extractor. So there's more to do besides that, which this is at... Oh, wait 1 second. I don't know. Does this scannable? No. Unfortunately, literally, these are not as magically inclined. These are not as far off from magic as people think. But IC2 literally removes all form of magic from the usage of the items. So in turn, I get nothing from this just setting up IC2 stuffs. So IC2, There we, okay. Unfortunately, I have stuff to do at mod.i. Right. Okay, so far we have our extractor, which will help us. Another thing we're going to need is a compressor. So basically all this, once again, is just a bunch of tedious work. So yeah, I would speed up the video if I had editing software, but I don't. So I will be right back to make all the basic shizwas. Just to inform you, these things run extremely slow. So there is upgrades we can put into them, by the way. Let's look at them, because we're going to get accustomed to some of these upgrades. From IC2, which, those are nuclear controls. We don't talk about those. Okay, Industrial Craft is the overclocker, which increases the power but decreases the process time. The Transformer, technically, there's 3 or 4 tiers of energy. There's 32, 128, 50, 520, 556, 500 and something odd. And then something else. And then like 1,800 and all that jazz. Then there's a storage so it can hold even more. And then there's the ejector upgrade which will actually inject from certain sides. But this is actually going to be doing a lot. Unfortunately, it's also going to use a lot of energy in the process. So make sure you grab your alumentum if you are... Oh my god, what have I done? Alumentum. To make sure that we figured out everything that's going on here. Because alumentum, good for the energies. Like so. Oh, hello. Right, so, and it's doing that. Plus, it's got a very amazing what's going on, like, inside the thing. It's amazing. So, yeah. And that was actually the things we needed in order to make the next machine. Like so. I've already made some of these, and as you can see, I decided to move into here with everything, because literally, using that machine in there was starting to pee me off. So, the next thing I was going to do was a compressor, which requires stone. And it will compress whatever we need down into the blocks we need, for instance. And there's another creeper! Creepers just want to hang out around this place, apparently. This is the local hangout for the young creeper crew. So, yeah. That's going to be full of fun and excitement for us, with the bloody creepers. Yeah! So, compressor, done. We now have a compressor, which also, by the way, uses recipes. So as you can see there, you can make dance place, nether brick, plant cubes, which will have a lot of good uses to them. You can also make, you know, we don't talk about plutonium. Not quite yet. Yeah, we can actually make diamonds, by the way. So if we need them, but not really. We don't really need them. Lapis plates, you know, stuff that this mod requires and that other mods might require as well. So we've got that down on pat now that we have this. So we're one step closer. We just need to power it with a tin insulated cable, like so. Now we are yet another step closer towards the finished product of IC2. And now we've got yet another, by the way, there's different things. There's a geothermal, water mill, solar panel, windmill, nuclear reactor, which we're not ready for, and a semi-fluid generator, which we're okay with. So electrical furnace, macerator, extractor, compressor. How about we get the macerator next, which also, by the way, is just equally as expensive what's going on. But thankfully, we have loads of rubber going through its processing, is what the real problem was the whole time. So, keeping things close makes it a lot faster, by the way. So right now, we're just getting the basic machines down and pat out of the way. Now, there's also other ways to get power, such through railcraft, which will allow you to actually use, such as a steam boiler, and actually put a big turbine next to it, which will actually generate, I think it's EU, which is electrical usages or something, which will make EU for the game. Well, not the game, but for this mod pack specifically. So, flint. By the way, I have my quarry running again, because I decided that there's never too much resources. So, the quarry is running... The quarry is running again. Yes, it is. So, we now have our macerator. Bam. And by the way, these blocks in this mod look absolutely lovely. Look at them. Good lord, like all the high texture. By the way, this does basically most of the same thing a pulverizer does. So if you've noticed, like, it will grind stuff down, blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't have the extra inventories. And some things in this mod only can be ground up from this thing here. So remember that. So that's yet another one of the basic machines. Another one of the basic machines is an electrical furnace, which, by the way, are basically our machine, our other electrical furnace, well, our flux furnace is doing fine as it is. So this is doing perfectly fine. It looks like it killed a pig, and it's still, like, does it have any much of anything else? Well, it has a lot of iron so far, like usual. So far so good. And that means we are almost finished. I would make one of those, I would make the furnace, but this might be a two-part episode actually, because I might continue this next episode to finish off some of the basic machineries so that we can have all the IC2 stuff ready for us. By the way, this mod does have a lot of So far so good. Compression, canning machine might be next, and that one's actually very easy. So we can make this last one right here so that we can be off and done with for the day. Right, this will be episode 18, I believe. Yes, it is. So, episode 18 is as productive as episode 17. And 6. Wow, we were being very productive these past episodes. So, again here, like so. A machine, like so. I believe the canning machine required the tin, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Just in case. Get rid of this. Like so, and like so. Canning machine, done. Wow, what does this do? It can fill things, fill from tank. It can fluid enrich. What? It can. Okay, so far so good, but it does still require energy, which once again is still part of this mod. So keep up with all the insulating things you need to do. As you can see, they all have this power usage thing going. This actually has stored a good bit of power in it already, and everything is going the way it's planned. So guys, we have finished 4 of the machines from here. We're not making the I think the furnace, because I've got a furnace over here, but this furnace, if I do make it, has upgrades, so that's the only reason I would make it, is because it can be upgraded. Next thing we will work on, we don't need the miner, we don't need the pump. We can work on maybe a recycler. An induction, this is a lot more expensive, by the way. It also requires advanced machines, which we can get into next episode, funny enough. Master upgrader, we ain't touching that. Thermal centrifuge, whoa. Wow, or what? Whoa, hello, mod. This is a mod. Wow, it's been a while since I've actually seen what these mods can do. Replicator, whoa. Canning machine, which cans things. Now, to make a can is a metal former, which, by the way, is one of the things we have to make anyway. Like a bottling plant and an advanced, not a miner. Where's actually all the, like, the formers and stuff? Because I still need, like, the wire former and, like, all that other things that were part of this mod that still should be part of this mod. Like, not the pattern, not the ore washing, it's like the metal former is something we need. The thermal centrifuge, I have no clue. Like, we need a lot of stuff. So we'll work on most of that next episode. But thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And until next time, guys, ta-ta.